Alright guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. I'm with my two friends, Ted.
Paul.
Ted.
Paul.
Ted and Paul. Ted and Paul. You guys like that? Alright guys, by the way, we are in New York, Manhattan. Look at this. Do you guys see that little thing sticking out? That, I believe, is a star. But, yeah, so that's not the ball, guys. That's a star. It's like a Hanukkah star. Yeah, the ball is somewhere. Anyway, we're in Times Square, somewhere out there. But we want to do this video for you guys real quick because I just finished this $1 million Magic card collection video. It's like a high quality professional video. And this is more of that raw, candid look. This is the day before I meet with the client. The client is staying at one of the interesting hotels of our generation, the Trump. So we will post this video later on so you guys can bash that later. But we are meeting the client tomorrow. I am meeting the client tomorrow. And I figured I would show these cards before their basically white glove delivery. That's kind of how I call it. And guys, what do you guys, I mean, just real quick, what do you guys think about the Power 9? I mean, Ted, you're a Magic investor guy.
Yeah, I've always loved them. They're real iconic, but I actually like cards and put decks together without them because of the challenge. But I have a couple pieces of them, and I love looking at them. They just represent a long time ago when I got to know a lot of my good friends.
Yeah, so you're more of a gamer, right? You're telling me about you put decks together?
Yeah, I've been playing since Revised and had always wanted a Black Lotus. So when I graduated college, I paid $200 for my Lotus, and that was my big splurge when I became an adult. So, you know, fast forward X number of years, and you know, I still have it, thankfully, you know, but it means a lot to me because of the community.
Well, by the way, guys, let's plug the New England Old School group. You're from Boston, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what is this group?
So it's a group of old school 93, 94 players. They play Eternal Central, drink beers, have a good time, you know, just try and enjoy. A lot of their tournaments are actually like for charities, so it's kind of a good vibe too. Right.
All right, guys, I'll put the link of their group on Facebook below. Check it out. And Paul also helped me at GP Vegas. Why don't you guys get the other things a little better? GP Vegas 2018, and Paul and I are good friends. Paul actually, by the way, guys, is going to be part of the video. There's a collection, actually, that I purchased in New Jersey. I call it the Collection of the Century. You haven't seen this yet, by the way, but this collection video, I swear to God, Paul knows.
Yeah, it was really epic.
It's like 100. This guy had 179 old school decks he made himself. I know. He named them like theme decks, like what's it, Alphabet deck, the Green Monster, the chess deck. So his Sarah Angel was the queen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was just his own thing. It was crazy.
That's cool.
So that deck. So Paul's gonna, by the way, Paul's gonna be in those videos. It's insane. The amount of sorting we had to do was absolutely insane. This collection had 179 decks, like 180 beta alpha dual lands.
Whoa.
It was
Cool.
so this it's kind of a winter video. It happened earlier this year. I'll post it here in December, but you guys should check that out. But anyway, this is the collection. It's in our nicer videos. You know, I told you guys before in the video most recently that we posted. It's really doesn't matter what budget you're in, but you know, some collectors just have the investment potential, you know, to invest in these. Why, you know, just like other assets, guys, you know, it's like real estate. You know, you can buy into real estate, you can buy into Magic cards, unregistered assets. I mean, do you guys invest in like Magic cards as investments?
Yeah.
Come here, Ted. Yeah, you do, right?
Yeah, so I invest, but primarily once I had other things kind of stabilized, I felt comfortable becoming an investor. But first and foremost, I enjoy playing. I think that's where a lot of the cards derive its value from, the playability, but then also the nostalgia. So for me, it's kind of a mix. These cards, I can appreciate how beautiful they are. Definitely,
they're more of the investment quality.
Yeah.
Why do you think? Why do you think people like? Why do you think the older cards have gone crazy in prices? Why do you think as a
truthfully?
Yeah, truthfully.
I think there's some bad actors in the market, and I see some market manipulation. Right,
Yeah.
A lot of the prices that you see are supply side, not necessarily demand side. So you see like Metamorphose, not an old card, but it's a common. It's going for like $20. That seems crazy to me.
Metamorphose from
Arabian.
Metamorphosis or whatever.
Metamorphosis,
it's
right?
$20.
It's a common. It's like a red or a green, and you get back a red or a green and draw a card. And you look,
Wow.
that's clearly someone trying to manipulate, right?
Sure, like a potential buyout or whatever.
Right, and you saw the same thing with like in Antiquities, the Sentinel Druid. It's a $5 card, is up to like close to 20, right? As people were moving into that. So to me, I see a lot of like over speculation. So it's something you want to keep and enjoy, and maybe think about it in the long-term value, right? But make sure it's not your only source of having your retirement wealth.
Right. Yeah, like this particular client, like I said in my video, he's a real estate investor, overseas client, really appreciates the history of the game, plays vintage actually. I think he plays like workshops or stacks or whatever it's called now. Likes to collect even the newer foils, the Masterpiece Kaladesh foils, so likes to collect sets. It's just like one of those things where I think a lot of people, who are watching this video probably like, man, that's like a price of my retirement.
Sure.
But realize that, there are people in this world, especially in the tech industry, like, coming from a teaching background, people actually make a lot of, decent money when they get out of college these days.
Yeah, definitely.
In magic, right?
Depending on the industry, right?
Yeah.
Like, software developers are definitely in a lot of need. You start working in some of the tech companies, they give you big signing bonuses, they give you stock equity. I was fortunate enough to work at Amazon at one point. They gave me a ton of stock when it was a lot less than it is now.
Yeah.
And so like those things are all helpful, right? And then once you reach a certain amount of stability in your life, you look around and you say, okay, well, what can bring me some joy? What is a place to put some of my wealth? But again, like, the joy comes from the community and like playing the actual game.
The guy also plays too, so it's like this is not this is just the collectible side.
Yeah.
But I think the best part is when he gets a chance to actually get away from the kids. Like we're gonna do today, we're gonna go to like some old school tournament in where is it called?
New Jersey?
Yeah, the Bearded Dragon. Yeah, the Bearded Dragon. We'll have more footage of that here soon. Paul also, Paul actually just aced the MCATs. Did you ace it?
You passed.
You passed.
I did.
That's good enough.
So was it the hardest test you ever took? Or do you think it was as expected?
Overall, it's just very, cumbersome and enduring. But I think I've taken harder tests before,
Okay.
like in discrete math.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So
What's that?
I think you can explain.
No, man.
No, briefly, what's discrete math? Because I'm a math guy too.
like-
What's that?
Combinatorics, number theory, stuff like that.
Okay. So it's even more complex than the,
I
the
think
basic.
it's more complex than MCAT.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Paul, Paul's a good example. He's a guy who is now going to go to the. He wants to be a surgeon. He's made some money. Going to he's going to make some money hopefully after
student
loans or whatever. Pays off the government, but school. But it's kind of like, what do you do? Like, is Ted's what he's saying correct? Is it accurate? Where you've grown up now, you've made some more money, you're going to buy into nostalgia, right?
Yeah, and even if I can only do it like one card at a time, I'm still gonna do it essentially and just keep them forever. Whether it's investment or not, I'm still holding on to those cards.
What are some of the things that you really are looking for that are hard to find that you really want?
Just a lot of the old cards that are in really good condition, and for me, I like centering the best. So
Centering. Yeah.
Off-centered cards just bother me. I don't care if it's from the pack, because I can't handle off-centered cards. And I like getting my cards signed, and I do like using them. So even if I had a perfect pack fresh like Alpha Ancestral, I'm still gonna use it in my deck.
You would?
Yeah, I'd still play.
What?
Yep. I wouldn't be great in it.
He says like,
Nope.
no. No.
Cards are meant to be played. Cards are meant to be played.
Yeah.
Meant to be played.
But if you have a 10, go get the other. Go get
Go get the beat up one.
Actually use it though.
Are you, Paul? Are you one of those guys who would buy like a 9.5 and then crack it open?
Yeah, I would.
What?
I would do that.
You hear this, ladies and gentlemen?
I would do it.
That's funny.
Paul, you should just what you should do is just piss off all the graded card collectors.
One day if I get there.
Yeah. You just buy out like one of a specific one, as many as you can, and just one day on camera say, I've decided that I want to make. I want to be like you. You'll be like the Rudy of graded cards.
No,
You just
I'm be
rip
open
'em.
graded.
Open graded. Oh, by the way, that's an interesting topic. Do you think that is a wise investment, Ted, to open packs of older packs and then grade them and stuff like that? Do you think that's a good investment, or is it better to buy the singles? What do you think?
Well, no, I would go with singles. And the reason for that is, like, you looked at the expected value of a pack. Even you say, okay, what would be that present or that value in the future? You're injecting risk into a transaction you don't need. because you don't know what's in the pack. Versus the single, you know exactly the asset that you're getting if you're looking at it from that standpoint.
Right,
So
but
there's
like,
a thrill in opening. So I open sealed, like Ice Age, Fallen Empire. So I definitely do that stuff, but I don't do it for investment.
it's exactly what Open Bush said. It's the opening is always priceless.
Yeah.
Even though you get like Warp Artifact or something.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's kind of a random thing, but we're gonna go play some Magic here down the lobby. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that investing in this kind of stuff long term is kind of stupid or smart? What do you guys think? Obviously, you know, it doesn't matter what. I always say this: invest. You know, don't invest. Just collect. Have passion to what you know. Buy what you like, and if it happens to go up, that's great. I think with Magic, the problem is a lot of people have bought into this stuff, thinking that they can just make millions off it, and thinking they can just like be like Mr. like Warren Buffett of Magic. The truth of the matter is, the real gains, like I think Rudy said something like, the real gains are the things that slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
You buy them, you hold them. You're not trying to liquidate them. Not
trying to flip them. Or
not like that guy who has 2,000 Gia's Lieges revise. For God's sake, that kind of thing, that kind of manipulation doesn't work. You have to buy a wide range, maybe artwork, artist proof, random played cards, whatever. But just do it because you enjoy it.
Right.
And if they go up, then congratulations, right? But don't be like, you know, I gotta like force the market to buy 10 of a kind or something and think the market will grow.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go play. I hope you guys are having a great week. I really appreciate you guys. Take care. God. Ted, are you nervous?
A little, yeah.
By the way, guys, Ted is not really like this on the camera. He talks a lot, but he's kind of shy right now. This is his first time ever. If you're watching this, Ted, I want to let you know that I really appreciate you. Thanks again for all your support on Patreon, YouTube, all. All right, guys, take care.